It's about 53 degrees now, and I'm sure to most of the country that seems like heaven, but here in the panhandle of Florida, that's a cool day. And last night it got into the 30s. We're looking at possible 20s in the next couple of nights. And to top all that off, the heater went out. Well, it didn't so much as go out as the fan quit blowing. Now, I am no expert on that kind of stuff, but I started troubleshooting and found that the compressor had froze up. And, you know, an HVAC, air conditioner, heater, well, when it heats, it's just air conditioning in reverse. So I knew something was wrong. I checked the filter. It was pretty dirty. I don't know if it's that dirty, but it's pretty dirty. If you are one of my 5 faithful subscribers, you know that we just got through putting in a new floor, and there was a lot of dust involved in that. So I probably should have changed out that filter when we got through the floor, but I did not. Went off on a trip to Florida, to Texas. Well, I'm in Florida. Went off on a trip to Texas, and didn't change it. So what I've done is I've turned off the heating cooling part and just turned the fan on to thaw out the compressor, and that's going on right now. And once that's done, we'll start it back up and see if everything works, and if not, then we go to the next step, which is calling a professional. But in the meantime, I'm sitting here with an 88-year-old mother and a wife with cold feet, and I knew I had to do something because we've got some cold temps coming. So I ran up to Tractor Supply and I picked something up. I got the little portable buddy by Mr. Heater. It was on sale right now from Tractor Supply. Matter of fact, I got the last one. And it takes these little propane bottles, but you can also buy a hose that will allow it, you know, a Mr. Buddy hose, one special, not Mr. Buddy, I'm sorry, Mr. Heater hose. This is going to be a great review, you can see already. So anyway, there's a hose that I may pick up that will allow me to hook it up to the you know, large propane bottles, which is much cheaper. Anyway, got this thing, and of course, now that I got it, you can see the pilot light. The sun's got on up there, and we really don't need it. But I'm looking at, one, something is seriously wrong with our HVAC, and we don't get it fixed before these real cold temps come in. And two, this is just one more prep that is something I probably should have already done. We have an all-electric home, and I am slowly working toward changing that. My plans this year are to look into a gas stove and how much money it would cost to throw down a gas line and a propane tank. We don't have natural gas out here. It doesn't come this far out. And also this little portable propane stove or heater. Because if it's real cold, and it gets cold enough here in the panhandle of Florida, I want to be able to keep my family fairly warm. I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, we had an ice storm, and the power went out because the ice storm knocked out power lines with fallen trees and such. And we were pretty cold, and I was actually out on the back of that pickup truck right there doing our cooking on a propane stove. So this is just one more thing to make us a little more viable no matter what comes down the pike. Some of the features of the portable buddy is a tip over safety shutoff, and I have noticed that those things work. A low oxygen safety shutoff, and this is what allows you to use it in the house. It's very efficient, like 90-something% efficient, and the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning is evidently knocked down enough that they actually say you can use it indoors if you need to. They say for emergency use, but yeah, I've looked it up and it'll work inside. So it's got a regular ceramic burner tile, just like the old, wall heaters that you used to see if you're old like me. It's got the little piezo igniter and two settings, low and high. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. It's putting out some serious heat, and this is a small one. They make larger versions. As it says, it's the portable one. Literally the last one in stock there at Tractor Supply. But I might keep an eye out if they're still on sale. I may pick up another one, maybe the larger one. Anyway, probably the last prep of the year, huh?